Have you ever wondered why English is the global language? What if mastering it could change your life forever? Stay with me as we dive into the powerful story of Priya, a girl who transformed her world by unlocking the secret of English. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more inspiring stories like this. English, English, English. Why English? In a small village nestled in the hills of India, there lived a curious young girl named Priya. She loved reading, but there was one problem: she struggled with English. Despite her love for books, whenever she came across one in English, she found herself lost in the words. She would often wonder, why is everyone so obsessed with English? Why is it so important? Her older brother, Arjun, noticed her frustration one evening. He was sitting at the kitchen table, scrolling through his laptop, when Priya sat beside him and asked, "Arjun, why does everyone keep saying English is so important? Why is it the language we have to learn, and not something else?" Arjun paused and looked at her thoughtfully. "English, Priya, is the bridge to the world. It's not just a subject in school, it's the language of opportunity, knowledge, and connection." Priya frowned. "But why English, not Hindi or any other language? Why this one?" Arjun smiled, seeing that his sister needed more than just an explanation. "Come with me tomorrow. I'll show you." The next morning, Arjun took Priya to the town's library, a place that Priya loved to visit, but she'd never really noticed much beyond the shelves before. This time, however, something was different. There were people from all walks of life: students, teachers, travelers, and even businesspeople. Some were reading in English, others were discussing technology, politics, and art, all in English. Priya watched as people exchanged ideas, solved problems, and even laughed together, all while speaking in the same language. Arjun leaned toward her and whispered, "Do you see? English is everywhere. It's the language used in science, business, technology, and even entertainment. It connects people from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds. Without it, many of these conversations would never happen." Priya's eyes widened as she watched a group of young students discussing a science project in English. "But, how does it help me?" she asked. "Imagine if you wanted to travel the world one day," Arjun said. "If you can speak English, you can talk to anyone in almost any country. Whether you're ordering food in Paris, asking for directions in London, or attending a business meeting in New York, English will help you." The idea struck Priya like a bolt of lightning. "So, English is the key to understanding the world?" Arjun nodded. "Exactly. And it's not just for traveling. It's for learning. The best universities in the world teach in English. The latest discoveries in medicine, technology, and engineering are written in English. If you want to keep up, you need to understand it." From that moment, Priya decided to give English another chance. She began watching English movies with subtitles, reading English books, and listening to English songs. At first, it was difficult, but over time, the words became clearer, and the sentences started to make sense. Priya wasn't just learning English, she was unlocking doors. With every new word she learned, she felt like she could see a little more of the world. She began to communicate with students from different countries online and even joined English language groups. Slowly, Priya became more confident, and English was no longer something she feared. It became something she loved. Years passed, and Priya's skills in English grew stronger. She finished her studies with top marks, traveled to many countries, and made lifelong friends from all over the world. Every time she was asked, "Why English?" she would smile and answer, "Because English opens doors to everything, knowledge, friendship, and the world itself." And Priya knew that she had discovered something far more important than just a language. She had found a way to connect to the world in a way she never thought possible.